Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Welcome to a new DC live stream. My name's Matt Batiri here today, again, live with my co-host, Wasim Debussy. How are you, my friend?
I am outstanding. Big start to the week. There's a lot of stuff happening in the Bitcoin world. What are you seeing the price action, Matty?
Yeah, we're having a bit of sideways action. And I think this is hopefully the start of the breather that Bitcoin needs. I think we went up too fast too soon. But look, the altcoins are absolutely smashing it. It's great to see. I know one of our picks is doing absolutely outstanding. It's already done a 25x in the last sort of 40 days. So funnily enough, we're actually giving away this altcoin for free at our event this Sunday, the how to generate 7 passive income using digital assets. So if you'd like to attend, the link is right there, breakoutnow.co/income-event. In that webinar, we will be revealing one of our secret altcoins, and that will. I mean, it's already done 25x, but we believe this is this coin will do at least 100x from the bottom. So there's still plenty of room for it to go, which means it's probably like 20x left on the coin if you purchase it now. But we're very confident in it. But once we do tell you, please make sure you do your own research. Don't just go jumping into any altcoin because some YouTuber told you about it. We're also letting you know that as a business, we are already invested in this coin, so we want that to be completely clear. So we want to be upfront with you guys and don't think that we're trying to pump. But we've told our members, it's been in our program for a little while now. But without further ado, we're going to jump straight into the news today. Wasim's going to take it away. We're both not feeling the best. We want to be honest. We want to try and bring as much energy to you guys as possible. We love doing these YouTube streams, but today, for some reason, we're both a little bit on the downside, but we're going to do our best to still give you the best news, analysis, and Twitter highlights as we can. So let's go, Wasim.
All right, thank you, Matty. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a long day for me. I woke up feeling sick today, so I'm under the weather, but I'm here. Let's do this. First up, we've got Charlie Munger, who's the right-hand man of Warren Buffett. He's come out and said again that Bitcoin is worthless, and that actually what he actually came out and said, such wretched excess has gone on because there is a gap in regulation. A cryptocurrency is not a currency, not a commodity, not a security. Instead, it is a gambling contract with nearly 100% edge on the house. Entered into a country where gambling contracts are traditionally regulated only by states that compete in laxity. Obviously, the US should now enact a new federal law that prevents this from happening. So this is not the first time that Charlie Munger's come out and said this. He's even called Bitcoin rat poison. He's also said it had a bad combo of fraud and illusion. Now, in a recent interview on CNBC, Michael Saylor fired back and basically said that if he was a business leader in South America or Africa or Asia and he spent 100 hours studying the problem, he'd be more than bullish on Bitcoin than I am. The Western elites have not had the time to study, but I've never really met someone with an incentive living in the rest of the world that has spent some time thinking about it that wasn't enthusiastic about Bitcoin. He goes on to speak about MicroStrategy building their own MicroStrategy Lightning, which is going to offer Bitcoin rewards, and it's going to allow CMOs to offer Lightning Bitcoin rewards to their members, like frequent flyer programs and other hundreds of thousands of different ways that you can. And the other thing, he's come out and said, well, would you take any advice from your great-great-grandfather when it comes to technology. Charlie Munger is 99 years old, and he'll probably expire before we see the real fruition of Bitcoin. So this is just more FUD from the elites trying to get people away from it. A lot of the Bitcoin, a lot of the crypto Twitter did fire back saying, you want us to follow the same path as China and the communist parties. So he's had a lot of pushback for his comments.
If the share price of MicroStrategy is anything to go by, in the last month, Bitcoin is up 30%, whilst MicroStrategy that holds Bitcoin is up a whopping like 100 and some change percent. I just checked it out there because I saw this chart in the back. So MicroStrategy having an absolute great year so far for anyone holding that, and doesn't surprise me that he stepped in once again to say some good things about Bitcoin, because he's a big advocate and he's invested a lot in it.
Yeah, 100%.
Alrighty, next we've got Australia introduces classification for crypto assets. So the Treasury has released a consultation paper on token mapping, proposing taxonomy of 4 types of crypto-related products. So crypto asset services, intermediated crypto assets, network tokens, and smart contracts. So the paper provides basic definitions for crypto networks, crypto tokens, and smart contracts, and outlines the various services provided by crypto asset services. So the government will wait for feedback until March 3rd and plans to release a similar paper on licensing and custody for crypto later in 2023. The UK's Treasury also recently released a consultation paper on crypto regulation, noting the existing Financial Services and Market Act covers digital assets. So just one good story after another about now Australia having a bit more clarity, and I'm sure that's going to sort of help not only accountants but people jump on board as well.
Yep. Okay, and the last of the news highlights today is South Korea takes major step towards cryptocurrency legislation with new guidelines on security tokens. Now, this is a pretty big story for South Korea. Because if the rest of the world follows suit, we already know that America is looking at clamping down on a lot of crypto, and also looking at ways in which they can turn a lot of cryptos into securities, as we saw last week with the library winning, and as well XRP and Ripple up against the SEC. So we need to be careful with this. But basically, they've made it very clear on what is crypto and what is not crypto. They are exempting stable coins from it. And also, majority of the cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin will probably be securities in South Korea. So interesting step towards this moving forward.
Alrighty, guys, the markets are doing quite well. As we can see today, we've got some big movers. I bought some Singularity. I did speak about Singularity. If you have been watching my altcoin streams, I spoke about it about a month ago. So if you missed that one, then you've got to start watching my Wednesday altcoin live streams. So that's good to see that that's doing well, and it's doing well because it's got to do with AI. And we all know that since ChatGPT, all AI tokens have done very well. Bitcoin obviously did pull back a bit from its high of 24,200. I think maybe because everyone was eyeing 25,200, the previous large low. And they probably thought, all the bears started front running the actual sell-off, and it's caught maybe a few people off guard. So if we close below 22,500 on the 4-hour candle, I do think we will go down to roughly 20,500 quite quickly, and we'll see what happens there. Fear and greed, it's turned neutral. So that's basically it. Yeah, we're out of the greed zone, and we're just in neutral.
That's it. So yeah, still some we still know that some volatility is to come. So all right, let's move on to the Twitter highlights.
Alrighty, we've got Russia's largest private bank launches a digital asset platform. So obviously, I believe personally that Russia knew it was going to invade Ukraine and decided to accumulate a lot of crypto in 2020, 2021. So it doesn't surprise me that they're now sort of launching a bank. And it's also probably the reason they've stayed afloat during this war, because wars are expensive. So I do think that their crypto holdings did pay for a bit of that, but that's just me speculating. So it's good to see that they're launching a private bank, but who knows who's going to be trading with them, because Russia's on a blacklist of a lot of countries right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, Russia is definitely one of the things that Russia did was, even though they have been sanctioned, their ruble only went down 10% versus the US dollar, even though it went down a maximum of about 40% early on in the conflict. They were still able to hold on to the value of the ruble. So it didn't work out as the West wanted against Russia, and they're still going strong. They're doing a lot of deals with other countries who are not abiding by the sanctions, like China, Iran. Other countries are still buying. Saudi Arabia is now also accepting ruble for oil, and so there's a lot of countries still trading with Russia. So it's interesting to see how the sanctioning, weaponization of the dollar is not going the way that they want in the West.
Over to you, mate, for the next tweet.
All right. So from February 8th, we'll temporarily suspend all USD bank transfers. Only a small portion of our users will be impacted by this, and we are working hard to restart the service as soon as possible. All other methods of buying and selling crypto remain unaffected. Look, we kind of knew this was happening. We started talking about this a couple of weeks ago, where one of their partner banks stopped accepting withdrawals and deposits of fiat of under $100,000. So Binance was quite open about this. They said that this is going to happen, and they are working hard to find a different partner. Obviously, they haven't found a partner yet, but so therefore they're halting some transfers. Now, it's not clear whether this is going to affect the US, the Binance.com or Binance.us platforms. So I tried to look into it. I didn't find anything. But yeah, it's interesting to see.
All right, guys, this next tweet leads me into our event that we have this weekend, because this tweet reads 50% of Americans earning over $100,000 are living paycheck to paycheck. So in my eyes, if you are earning that much money, you should be able to save. And if you're currently living paycheck to paycheck, then you're probably someone that needs to find some passive income strategies, because if they're not putting any of this hard-earned money into assets to grow their wealth by accumulating more assets and compounding their interest and investing in other things, then these people need to attend our event. So if this tweet is you should come up to our event. So it's how to create 7 diversified passive incomes using digital assets. The link is just below, breakoutnow.co/income-event. And it's this Sunday here in Australia, the February 12th at 10 a.m. So please check what time that would be in your country. Make sure you do register for the event. Emails will be sent out as reminders. But we'd love to invite you to come to the event, because it's a great event. You're going to learn a lot of things, and you're going to see how we've helped our clients make money through the bear market, and obviously recently have a few of our altcoins go at least 25x. We're going to be revealing that altcoin if you turn up on Sunday. So make sure you turn up to the event so you have the chance to research the same altcoin and make your own decision if it's right buy for you.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We're on to the adoption highlights now, guys. Go for it.
All right. So Binance to support Georgia's crypto industry through blockchain education. So CZ met with Georgia's head of innovation, Georgia's agency for innovation and technology called GITA, as well as the president of the country, and they're looking at doing some. They've put a memorandum of understanding between the country and the organization. They're looking at doing a lot of things like education, charity work, hackathons, and other ways in which they can attract more and more innovation in the technology space. So CZ has been on a worldwide tour recently, going around and speaking to many, many different people, and making so many deals around the world where he's really bringing a lot of crypto education to the world. So good on you, CZ. It's good to see that someone's out there still propagating decentralization, and it's good to see that some countries working to accept it.
Alrighty, next we have, it looks like they're trying to spam me, but we have basically a partnership between the watchmaker Hublot and Takashi Murakami unveiling a unique rainbow gemstone watch. So we can see it in the background here for some reason. There we go. Hopefully that works. Oh no, it keeps coming back. They really want to show me some ads. So Swiss luxury watch brand Hublot has partnered with Japanese artist Takashi Muraki to create 13 unique watches, each with its own NFT. The first watch, the classic fusion Takashi Muraki Black Ceramic Rainbow watch, was unveiled at the event in New York City. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that. I'm going to see if we can get an image up rather than just seeing an ad blocker. And we can actually check out this watch. There it is. How nice does that look? Perfect. So the other 12 watches and NFTs will be sold exclusively on Hublot's website in April 2023 for CHF 50,000 each. I'm not too sure what. I'm assuming that could be Hong Kong currency. I'll have to look that one up. And will only available to owners of the 324 NFTs the brand released in April 2022 with Murakami. So starting from the event, customers can try to find and collect one of the NFTs on the OpenSea for the right to purchase the corresponding watch NFT. The rainbow version will be auctioned for charity if no one collects all 12 NFTs on April 24th. So it looks nice. Looks very nice. Too expensive for me, I'd say.
It is.
Alrighty,
last but not least, we've got Warner Brothers to broadcast a blockchain quiz during Inside the NBA on TNT. So this is a kind of watch to earn quiz where they're going to use blockchain technology to ask questions to the audience. And the audience can then answer these questions and win digital collectibles like NFTs and other things that they have on there. This is powered by Immutable X, which is partnered with Warner Brothers Discovery Sport for all current Web3 projects. So Immutable X is actually one of our tokens for one of our picks for gaming. They've obviously partnered up with Warner Brothers. Big news for them. And they're going to finalizing this. And it's going to be an ongoing weekly thing. So every week, the more people that watch, the more questions they answer, the more prizes they can win. And then they can obviously trade them and swap them. So very innovative way to get engagement and very innovative way to grow your market share. Well done.
Alrighty, guys, that is it for us today. Thank you so much for watching, even on this day where we were both not feeling the best, but we make a commitment to ourselves and to you guys that we want to come to you live every single day, Monday to Friday, with educational content on the weekend. So if you like today's live stream, even though maybe the energy levels are a little bit low, please leave us a like. And we look forward to seeing you on Friday. We'll be our perky selves. Hopefully we get over whatever we have. And we'd love to see you once again at our event this Sunday, February 12th, how to create 7 diversified passive incomes using digital assets. Once again, the link is just below where we are, breakoutnow.co/income-event. And we will see you guys later this week. Bye for now.
Thank you guys. Peace out. And as always, stay crypto.